Greetings, dear one. What a beautiful, it's just gorgeous up here. Early in the morning and fresh and no one's around. And the little animals are waking up and the birds. It's just, it's wonderful. My topic, how to be abundant. How to be abundant. You have to give up scarcity. And it's scarcity. See, if you start pronouncing words in a different way than you usually are, you begin to notice how this reality is set up based on scarcity. And you'll see that that's the first law of their banking called economics, economy. And it's based on scarcity, scarce supply. And so that keeps people nervous because it's the fear of future loss. And so what happens is when we take a look at how the mind is operating and what are those thoughts that are going through your mind, you have to realize they're not you. These are thoughts, but you're not your thoughts. And one of the exercises I would do a lot in my seminars is to say, turn to the person next to you and say, you're not a mind, you have a mind. Or you're not a body, you have a body. And then you say, I'm not a mind, I have a mind. I'm not this body, I have a body. I have a divine body already. It's a divine form. And what happens is with the scarcity, it's always about fear. There's not enough. What's going to happen to you in the future? What's going to become of me? And this fear implant, it's a reptilian brain implant, whatever it is not really part of, has nothing to do with us. And you have to know the distinction between you and your thoughts. And thoughts are words are sounds. Sounds are vibration. Vibration is energy. Energy glows. It's electric. We manufacture electricity. That's what our emanating light. We're not light bodies. We're not a light. But when you say you emanate, we have our own emanation. And in the Vedas it says, ancient teachings, that we are brighter than 10,000 suns. And if you really look at that, maybe that's an exaggeration. And oftentimes in ancient writings, they will exaggerate something, sometimes give you a command as to what to do. Another time the teaching is an offering of, well, hey, it's your choice. You're a friend and I'll give you some information. So when you want to be abundant, you have to give up scarcity. And what happens is people are doing mantras all the time. I ain't got no money mantra. Nobody loves me mantra. Nobody's helping me mantra. It's not fair. Blah, blah. And these thoughts, these words, people are believing. And when you believe it and you have faith in it and you believe it's real and absolute, you empower that to manifest because it's first manifesting in your own consciousness. And you are getting the effect of whatever you are accepting or believing is true. And even like if you're hating and you have resentment and envy and all of this is going on, it isn't you. You are listening to that mind. And that mind is always judging, comparing, competing, fear of failure, the whole success failure racket and game. And to take your own power back is really what it's about, because we've been giving it here and here and here and here and all of that instead of here. And so how to be abundant is to give up scarcity. And part of that is start appreciating, and appreciation is also a financial term. It means it increases, to appreciate. And what happens when we start appreciating every moment, start just appreciating your divine, start making that connection. And if you because we all already unified, we're already together. And yet we're also individuals, and you do not have to go along with the pack. You don't have to go along with the world mind, the group mind, that, you know, which is actually basically controlled through media and through education, religion, all this, continually stating the same things over and over and over again. After a while, lies are all accepted as truth because everybody knows it. Well, you know, if everybody knows it, it's not true. Because very few, and it has been, you know, when you do your research throughout this time game, the various great teachers and aware souls realized they, what may I say? They say the same thing, that basically the masses of humanity are really lost. They're not intelligent, and the food, the chemicals, you know, the drugs, the alcohol, the electronics, the control, the continuously on and on and on and on. And you look, why is that happening in the world with so much control? Is because of fear. And the mind is not our mind. These thoughts are not ours, because we don't need thoughts. We are beyond thoughts. We are knowing. And then we are all wisdom. And to take back your power is to stop torturing yourself, to stop agreeing with scarcity. That doesn't mean when you know there's abundance that you waste food or you throw. No, it's not really about that. It's actually fear that causes people to waste. Just like, you know, when people are strip mining the planet, or when they're cutting down trees, or whatever they're doing like this. You know, yes, there's part of it, yes, but when you do this on a mass level of this sort of thing, it's the fear that you won't have enough in the future, so you'll take it all now to make sure you have it in the future when nobody else has it, because you're relating to the outer world as the source of who you are, and that's not true. So how to be abundant is to acknowledge that abundance is all that there is. And there's an abundance of love and joy and happiness and satisfaction and anything those qualities that you desire. And if you start appreciating what you have, even if it's nothing, hardly at all, but don't get into that. It's not about the stuff, but you need to have what you need to maintain your body so that you do your work. And that real work is self-realization, God realization, knowing and being truly who you are without the layers of ignorance blocking, stopping your full knowingness and beingness. So to take that back, you want to get into the state of abundance and appreciating, instead of condemning, criticizing, hating, telling it's bad, it's awful, and reaffirming all the time all of this lack and limitation and misery and suffering. Shift it for yourself, you see. How to be abundant is to know that abundance is the limitless, ever-expanding, ever-nourishing, tasty, and deliciousness of who we are, the divine, yes, and start to really enjoy being.